9. That tells me what? Who knows? Who remembers? Raise your hand, please. Raise your hand, you know. Yes, Luis. -1? So that's -1 times. Who would like to talk about the opposite? If I say negative something, doesn't that mean the opposite of that thing? Right? So if I say negative this, everything inside the parentheses, that means it's the opposite of everything inside the parentheses. Now, before even I do this, do I have anything inside? There are like terms inside the parentheses I can simplify. Which ones go together? Can G go with 7, 2, or K? No, can -7 go with 2? Yeah, those two terms, they are numerical numbers. So they can be combined. All right. So first of all, I'm going to combine these two.
You're on the slot, can you move on the left?
Yeah. I'm going to rewrite it here. I don't know what's going on here now. It's your computer. I tried to.
Well, you gotta click on the little mouse. You see the circle with the mouse on that and choose marker.
This one?
No.
On the board.
On the board.
Oh, this one?
There's a marker. This one. Now should work.
Okay, thank you. Now, let's do inside the parentheses, okay? Now, -7 plus 2 is how much? I have 7 zombies and 2 people. Who's going to win? By how many more? So my answer is going to be what for these two? -5. So I'm going to rewrite my expression after I simplify it. Is that clear? Why it's -5? Because it's -5. Negative is the same as an operation is minus. Now, that tells me I want the opposite. That means negative something. I want the opposite of each single term inside the parentheses. So what's the opposite of G? The opposite is the same thing, but different sign. So the opposite of G, Max, is what? What's the opposite of G? Negative what? Good, that's -G. All right, Martha, what's the opposite of -5? Excellent, +5. Jasmine, what's the opposite of -K? +K. This is one way. Is this hard? You find the opposite of each term inside the parentheses? Or if you don't know how to do this, you can just look at it and say, well, I know this is -1. Multiplied by every term inside the parentheses. And we're doing the distributive property, right? So I need to multiply each term by the outside number. So plus it. If I say -1 times G is what? Good, -1G. And Elias, if I say -1 times -5 is what? What's negative times negative? Agree or disagree? Good, that's +5, +5 or +5. Then Jennifer, if I say -5 times -K. What's this is there is a 1 here, right? What's -1 times -1? Times K. 1K. Now this one, do I need to write this one at all? Do you think these are the same expressions or they are different? They're the same. Okay. Now, I would like for you to do the next one. Try it. Do the second one. Write it down. First of all, you look at the top part and see what do they have in common between the top and bottom. Yeah. Max, are you working, buddy? Write this down and do it. Come on. Yes. All right. First of all, I look at I'm going to erase this, the old one. I'm going to look at my expression. And look, what do they have in common between the top and bottom? Then break down my fraction. Now, 15m and 35, what do they have in common? Both. 5. So I'm going to break down this into 5 times what? 3 what? M. And I break down the 35, it's going to be 5 times what? 5 times 7. Okay? Now, I'm going to continue solving. I will say, well, I'm going to break down my fraction into 5 times 3m over 5 minus 5 times 7 over 5. You understand what I did? The 5 was under the whole thing, right?
Wait, where did you get
So it's 5. The 5 is under everything. So what I did, I just broke down the first term into 5 times 3m and the second term into 5 times 7. But when the whole thing is over 5, that means the first term is over 5 and the second term is over 5. Are you confused, guys, about this? Would you like me to explain more? Or you know what I'm doing? Robana, you know what I'm doing? Now, what do you have in common between the top and bottom? Can you simplify 5 and 5? Right? Okay, they can go away. What about here? What do I have left in my first expression? First term, 3m over 1, right? Do I need to write over 1? Minus. What do I have left here? Okay? Is that clear how we break down the fraction? And we distribute the top onto everything on the, like this 5. This is shareable between the first term and the second term. It's not just for the first one or for the second one, it's for everything. Okay? Any questions? So I'm going to give you the quiz back, guys, to fix it. Or not fix it, to finish it, because you didn't have enough time yesterday. And if you feel like this question maybe you missed, now after this video, hopefully you can do it better. I'm going to give you about 15 minutes or like something like this to finish. Otherwise, if you couldn't finish it, you can come to me. I give you a pass and you come back during advisory to finish it. Okay?
We can work on it now, right?
Yes, I'm going to give you.
I already have them.
Did I give you? Or did you take it?
I'll take it.
Yeah, you can work on it. Oh, yes. No, leave them because we can work on them. The whiteboards, just keep them for now because, okay, honey, I'm going to give yours. Who was that? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Just Jennifer. And Amanda, were you done?
I was done.
You were done yesterday?
No. But I was here.
I'm looking at the question. Let me see.
Excuse me, I'm passing this out, so boys, it should be out, please. Martha. Ravana. Dinar. Put the top on, please. Martha. Melissa.
we going over it?
This is yours. Okay.
We going over it?
Did you finish it yesterday? Yeah, but did you do these slides, you think? Ben? Jane, come here. Jasmine? Jasmine? Gustavo?
Yeah, I think he uses it's a pen, but
Leslie? Jasmine? Blessing? Christina? You finished yesterday? And you're fine with it? For whoever finished, please get your Chromebook out and go to my Canvas. And I want you to start the presentation for today's lesson. Are you finished? Let's talk in please. Are you finished? Your question? Write it down and see what you have. The top one. It's gonna dry out. You're gonna lose it. We have a good time. So you have 10 zombies and 15 people. It's gonna win, right? Okay, you need to go to this. You see this? For whoever finished, guys, you need to go to this page. Get to this page, and then it's here solving equations. That means it's a presentation. You need to go there. Does everybody know how to go to Canvas and get to this page? Do you have all access to it? Yeah.
let me see here.
Yeah, physically, yes, it's true. Okay, how many of you are still taking the test? Five. Just have 5 minutes.
Let's see. Come on, buddy.
Seems like it is, doesn't it?
I'm turning my heat on.
Crazy. Need that for
I've already had the heat on. I've already brought out the electric blanket.
Oh my God. That's crazy. 77.
77.
That ain't cold. You all right, bud?
Okay, now the rest of you guys need a pass to continue doing the advisory and finish the course, all right? So please hand them to me back. And before you leave, don't forget to ask me for a pass.
It's time to make pinto beans.
Would you like to
It's time to start cooking pinto beans.
Pinto beans. Never had those.
Pinto beans.
anything else?
I think so.
You've had refried beans.
Yeah.
You just smashed up.
Oh,
I learned when I moved to Iowa that a lot of people make like some white beans and put ham in it.
yeah.
That's like a Iowa's go
All
get
right,
it.
did I get all your quiz back, all of you? Okay, now, let's go over Canvas and talk about our lesson for today. So today, we're gonna introduce equations. What do you think when I say equations? What do you keep in mind? What am I talking about? Equation. From where? Very good, from equal. So I expect to have an